Hey guys, you ready for a new episode of SMOKO Bros?
Hey guys, welcome to SMOKO Bros. I'm
Okay.
Sean Conway.
I'm George Evans.
And I'm Jack Smith.
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas!
Hell yeah!
We made
Christmas
it.
episode.
Hell yeah! You getting into all the Christmas news? So much Christmas news.
Yeah? What's
Yeah.
what's Christmas news?
There's what happened at the Charlotte Hornets basketball game.
oh,
Did you see this?
that poor kid.
What?
So this, I don't know what it was. I think he just won a prize. And they were like, "Oh, what do you want from?
I think I've seen
What do you want?"
PS5.
And they were like, "A PS5," and they gave it to him, and he was like, "Fuck yeah!" And then they took him backstage, took the PS5 off him, and gave him a basketball. And I was like, "That's a harsh lesson. That's a good lesson to learn."
To be fair, I reckon maybe the box was empty.
Either, but it was like empty. He still didn't get a PS5 empty box.
Speaking of prizes, should we do a little Secret Santa?
How are we going to do this? We just go.
Rotate one
swap.
way? Yeah. Which way you want to go?
I'll give that one to you.
I'll give that one to you. Play that one.
Yeah. Or did you guys want to swap?
That's my one. I gave it to him.
Okay.
That's it. We're
Alright.
good.
You ready?
Yeah?
Let's go. Oh, we'll do it one at a time.
Go on, Jack.
I reckon this is a pudding.
I reckon it's a citronella candle.
It is a pudding. It's actually one of my favorite puddings. You got to get some walnuts and some custard, and you'll fucking microwave that shit. It's good.
Alright, sick. Nice. Thank you.
Okay. Ah, nice.
This is a peanut, the squirrel hanger.
nice.
Fuck yeah.
Very on theme.
Took me 2 hours to make that.
Oh, you made it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Out of
nice.
what?
Polymer clay.
Fuck off. For real? You made that?
Yeah, I made it last night.
Oh, you have that one.
Did you just get a comb?
I didn't realise you were doing nice things.
No, I did. It feels like a kite. It feels like an old WA salvage kite.
No.
It's a comb, isn't it? Because you got two bald fucking co-hosts.
Oh, that would have been a good idea.
Yeah, I thought about doing it
A
myself.
ruler and degas. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. I kind of need this at the moment, bro. I've been smashing the pasta hard. And a foot long. Man. Oh, no, a little necklace. Fuck yeah. Fuck your squirrel. This is fucking way better. It also looks very generic brand. Is this like, oh, do you want the proper one or do you want like the no?
No, I got
What
it
was
from
it,
the
the
shelf.
no-name
But it was
brand?
still like, well, the degas was $9. I was like, well, I've still got $1 left. So I was like, I'll get the ruler.
Oh, fuck yeah. How much did that cost you?
I think that's about $8 worth of polymer clay
Fuck yeah.
and about 2 hours worth of just messing around trying to make him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lame. Fucking get a life.
I can tell you're unemployed, eh?
My original one, I was going to do him like nailed to a cross. I thought that might have been too far.
Or you could have done one and then it's like his like owner doing the OnlyFans flex in the background or something.
Well, if I knew you were going to get it, I would have done a more muscly squirrel.
He's also not that fat. Wasn't the other squirrel like hell fat?
He was a little bit chubby, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I reckon you just keep that there. That's the new mascot for the podcast. But what else is news? Speaking of, you're going to have to go back to the drawing board for Clay because have you seen the new animal news
No.
of the bear killing the hunter?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. That is...
Suicide bear.
Well, we've had them for years, the old drop bear, but now America's getting a taste.
Fuck's sake.
Well, there was 5 of them chasing him, right? Like, chased him up a tree and then...
Well, I don't know, because I read the story today that he was like a father of 5.
Right.
And I was like, well, no wonder why he wanted that bear. They need to fucking eat that thing. You know,
Wait, the bear had 5 kids? Or?
maybe. Just
No, I heard the bear was actually an immigrant and that's why they were chasing him.
Oh, I hope so.
I think they were chasing him because he did steal some porridge at one stage.
The bear didn't steal the porridge.
He makes
Goldilocks stole the
They
porridge.
steal the porridge from him.
I was like, we're just going to move on. It'll be fine. It's a passing
No, it's
comment.
not fine. You got to fucking... Jesus. People are listening to this. They come to this
How
podcast
many?
for information. If you can't even get Goldilocks on the 3 Bears ride... that would be a fucking weird way to go. Like, that would be very...
That's a badass way to go.
Really?
Yeah.
You were killed by a bear, technically.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't say Dad was crushed by a bear.
Or is it kind of the equivalent of like when rich people go to those safaris in
and
Africa?
they get mauled.
Or like they'll get someone else to like wound it and then they just come in and do like the last like shot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, you're not a real man kind of thing.
The revenge shot where you can do it on like an angle and shit.
You up? Oh.
Oh, have you seen like Americans have found footage from Australian shooting ranges? How they're all like locked in? And they're just like, what a world to live in. Like, how can you live like that?
But I don't get what the issue is.
You're locking
like
your elbows in when you're firing.
No, like the guns at Australian shooting ranges are
they're
like
locked
in and shit.
Yeah.
So, and Americans are just like flipping their shit. Like, who would live like that? Like, that's just cruel.
And yeah,
If people want to kill themselves, you should let them kill themselves. Well, that's pretty much what it was for, right? It was just so they didn't shoot each other. Which, you know.
Snake it. Oh, no, because it looked like it's like barred and shit. But you can probably still get around it, right?
No, it's like set up like a Royal Shogun.
Yeah.
Like you can't run off with like that little BB gun.
Yeah.
You know, it's locked in.
If you put like a frying pan in front of it.
And just be like, hey, if I wanted to kill you, it'd be like, hey, George, can you look down the barrel of this gun for me?
I think there's a bullet stuck in there.
But yeah, bear falling on you. That, I don't know if that is it a good way to go, or I mean,
Were you
of
being
all the-
crushed?
Of all the ways to get killed by a bear, that's the one way you definitely want to get killed by a bear.
Yeah.
It's 600 pounds falling right on your head.
Well, it depends how like quick it would kill you as well. Like if it
They
falls
don't-
like, and
they
then it's just
don't-
like and you like choke on your own blood and shit. Unless it just kills you instantly when it falls on you.
What if it landed
About
ass
you?
first on you though? Yeah.
But it's just a realization of like trying to put the puzzle together of what just happened. You're like crippled with no leg. You're like, oh fuck, there's a bear there. Oh, that bear's just as fucked up as I am. I did see a footage of it was like a Doberman that was biting the ass of a bear, and the bear kept climbing higher and higher up this tree, and finally the dog let go. But it was like, what a dumb fucking dog! Like,
Have you seen the dog that jumps in off the jetty and grabs onto the shark tail, and the shark's just trying to get away? Yeah, it's brilliant. Sharks are tenacious.
you're gonna have to send that footage. I haven't seen that. That's wild.
Yeah.
But there was another bear story. Oh no, there was. It's a very bear heavy themed show today, but it's it was some rich couple brought a bear costume with claws, and then jumped in their own car and destroyed it for like the insurance money,
And then sent in the tapes.
Oh, dude, and the tape.
Have you seen it's just one of the shredders for like when you do pulled pork?
Yeah.
They were using that to scratch up to make it look like.
Because like, I remember like Whopper students, they all had to pretend to be an animal. Like they'd go to the zoo and then come back to class and put on a performance of an animal that they saw at the zoo. And it was like, they should have done that class. Because it was just a dude dressed as a bear going in, rawr.
This one's sassy bear. Did you hear about the Hoktor girl?
Oh, yeah.
The meme coin.
Yeah. She's getting accused of doing like a pump and dump with her meme coin.
But that's what they all do, isn't it?
Essentially, if you're taking financial advice off a girl who got famous for telling you like spit is nature's lube, like,
Yeah.
how far are you getting?
She just got that quicker than most people though. Before she started grifting though, right? So
Yeah.
like she's been famous for what, like 6 months?
It was no, I thought you meant like the other way. Like she put the coin up and then dumped it the next day.
It was
like,
within 20
essentially,
minutes.
yeah.
It was
Yeah.
within 20 minutes.
So
Yeah.
because that Hezbollah, he had a coin for his cat,
Oh, yeah.
and that went to like Kieran Lyons did a story on it today. It was I think it went up to 250 million or something like that,
Yeah.
and then the next day it was 18 million, or the like the collective value of it was
Yeah.
250.
So, Hoktor girl, I think it got up to like 95 and then it dropped to 5 within 20 minutes of it being launched.
Would you do it?
Do her? Oh, yeah.
Even after she took all your Bitcoin money?
Gotta get something for the cash.
It's hard to take you seriously when you're looking at me with the fucking antlers. No, I definitely would do that.
I'd keep them on the whole time.
I mean, the antlers kind of look like her front teeth, to be honest.
Gotta give her something to hang on to.
I mean, she says huck to it, but like, no spit's getting through those two fucking horse teeth at the front. She's hot, but like, she needs a dentist stat.
She can afford it now. Like.
Yeah,
Yeah, definitely. She's
got all that.
She's got all your money.
Well, apparently she only got like a payout.
It also sucks. This is what George got all his family for Christmas, was just huck to a coin. It was worth money when I brought it. It's the thought that counts.
At least my peanut tribute won't go down in value.
I would get coin value of that peanut.
Peanut
Which
coin.
is a celebrity that you would invest in if they came up with a coin?
You'd want someone that's trustworthy. Like, I reckon, like, if Keanu Reeves came out with something, you'd be like, well, I can trust that guy.
Yeah, he seems pretty on the level.
That was a very gay answer.
I'm just saying. I got my-
Santa Claus or Santa Claus coin? No, fucking John Wick.
I don't know. I'd go like someone who's got like a science backing, you know, like DeGrasse Tyson or someone.
Really?
Yeah, because he
I think he's part of that, like, manosphere now, though, right? Because he's been on Joe Rogan so many times. Like, so I don't think I'd even trust him anymore.
Oh, okay, all right.
Maybe a Bill Nye.
Yeah.
The guy that's not a real scientist. Oh no, I won't trust a dude that's been on Joe Rogan. Why, you fucking full anti-Joe Rogan, but you're a Smoko Bros.
I mean, I don't agree with some of his points, but
Like what? Like what don't you agree with? Because, I mean, I'm fresh from arguing with someone. But
what have I walked into?
no, because it was like, someone was talking to me about like any special, like his new special. He was like, if you come to my podcast to for like any sort of professional information, you're an idiot. Like, this is just a podcast for people to talk about. And it's like, people are like, oh, see, he even admits it. He's like, he's been saying that for fucking 10 years.
Yeah,
Like,
but
that's
then
his
if
whole-
you're going to platform, like, the potential future president, like...
But he also offered the same for Kamala Harris.
Yeah.
And she refused to do it. She did.
Yeah,
she went on,
she wanted him to go to her.
Yeah, she put on like a whole bunch of stipulations.
Conditions,
And but she went on Two Broke Girls. That's probably not the podcast. That's the TV show. But she went on like another podcast and it got like 80,000 views for the candidate for president. And then went on, could have been on Joe Rogan, then didn't.
Got a few
Which,
mil.
you know, women aren't great with directions. She found
We need a timer to see how long it takes you to do a sexual comment or a sexist comment, rather.
Me?
Yeah.
Well, I've thought of it like this, because you know how I saw somewhere on a podcast where it's like, if you keep making homophobic comments, there's a good chance like you're a closeted homosexual.
Oh, yeah.
And that's why I do misogynist comments all the
Because
time.
you're secretly a woman?
Secretly, I love the poon. Oh, what can I say? I love you, dumb bitches. That was a whole joke that I've been trying to work on. Is like, they should make that a principle for everything. Like, if you hate something too much, you secretly love it.
Yeah.
Like, Hitler was real gay for Jews. And like, if you watch old Holocaust documentaries, it's a bunch of skinny twinks lined up to get into a sauna. Like, Merry Christmas, everyone. Yeah, sorry, we'll talk about October.
I think we've done our dash on that one.
Well, did you see the CoffeeZilla video about it as well?
I saw a little bit of the back and forth.
He's good.
What's this for?
So like CoffeeZilla does like exposés on YouTube about like financial shit. Like he's done like heaps on like Logan Paul and his.
Is he like a
multiple
skinny young dude?
scams. Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, and I think he'd be young. He'd be in his 20s.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
But he jumped on like the Zoom meeting with like the founders for this Hock2 coin, and she's
he was
in
calling
it.
them out.
And he was the guy was the like the CEO
I
for
think
this thing.
it was crushing as they were speaking.
He was just like everything, like a lot of things are a scam. but this isn't a scam. And then I literally fucking.
Did you hear
crashed
she
the
was
next
just
day.
like, all right, I'm going to go to bed now and just
sorry to
jump
interrupt.
off?
I'm gonna go to bed now. See you guys later.
Oh, someone did that. It was like a kid because like there's a weird, the platform that it's on. It's like half a, what's that one like for game Twitch? It's
Yeah.
like half Twitch, half Bitcoin sort of thing. So like people like, oh, back my coin, and they're like in cages and like licking their nipples and all sorts of weird shit. And it's like the most grotesque thing of like,
Just to try and get.
just to get some
People
sort of
to
money. It's
buy
like,
it,
yeah.
yeah.
And there was like, I saw one kid, it was like he was like 9 or something and he was fucking around with it. And then this popular dude that was on the account was watching it and was like, everyone put all your money into this kid. And it went up to like 50 grand and then he
Yeah.
just closed the coin off. But like he was like live streaming like, oh, I better fucking. And this kid, he would have been like 12, just made like a cold 50K in like one hit. Yeah.
Nice.
That's
We
the whole
should do
point
that.
of them. That's the whole point of them. That's why they're
Should we do a
meme
SMOKO
coins.
Bros coin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not?
It's just a choc milk and a cigarette.
I got to be honest, I don't quite understand meme coins or.
No. When Tommy comes back, our producer,
Yeah.
he can do it and then we'll just reap the benefits.
We're down $10.
sell. So Bears, Christmas, what other Christmas news is there?
I don't know if it's really Christmassy, but I did see a thing about how apparently there's someone who's researching non-verbal kids with autism for being telepathic.
Yeah, I saw that.
How crazy is that? So I've read an article that tried to debunk them, where it's like because they're non-verbal, they'll use like a visual aid with like just like numbers and letters, and they'll show the mum like a Uno card. And then the kid who's facing the other way, he's not facing the mum or anything, will like go, oh yeah, that's a 2.
Yeah.
And it'll be a 2 card. And they're saying that it's like...
No, the mum's looking at the card.
yeah, the mum's looking at the card
And
and the
then,
kid...
yeah, and the
It's
kid's
supposed
in
to be
there.
able to read
Yeah.
The mum's mind, yeah.
That's just okay.
And I read
Which
this...
is going to be the new, like, if this is true, by like 2040, fucking World Poker Championships is just going to be the wildest fucking... It's going to be like Pokemon or some shit.
I was thinking about that the other day. Like, imagine if you had like an autistic guy, and you know how like autistic people are into like trains and shit, or like focus on like one thing. Like, what if this autistic guy's thing that he focuses on is like social cues, so he knows everything about social cues, so you wouldn't know he's autistic.
So you're saying he's
Like,
the
just
most
an
unautistic
person? Yeah.
I mean, I get it.
Yeah.
It's also the plot to the worst movie ever. They just get a regular actor. Sad. Nailed it.
So have they proven that they're telepathic?
Well,
No, there was a chick that was doing a study on it.
Yeah,
And it
and-
was like the Ivan Vickman study from like Ghostbusters, you know, where it
yeah, that's what I thought.
when
but it just depends how hot the mum is. No, your kid is real but maybe this is just like a new side slip into the new MK Ultra.
Oh, yep. So
And it's just like, let's get the kids that can't express emotion correctly. We'll get them to do it.
when the thing I was watching is like it's mainly self-reporting. Like it's the parents going, "Oh, they, you know, my kid's doing things that I can't quite explain." So when it came to the testing, this woman who wrote this article about it was trying to debunk it, saying the main thing is like other people are holding the cards that they're pointing to the letters and numbers.
No, I'm pretty
so
sure
they
it
can-
was one lady was doing the study, but they had to come in from what I saw. No, sorry, she was doing a podcast.
Yeah,
She was the host of a podcast called
it's
Rain Man or some shit.
telepathy tapes.
I am Sam. Or, that's it. I am Sam or some shit like that. And, but she was bringing in guests to do the experiment on the podcast. I'm pretty sure.
Okay, well, I didn't do a huge deep dive on it. I watched.
I was
a
listening to
couple-
another podcast talk about the exact same thing. Joe Rogan, in fact.
How does that make you feel?
And then
I don't know. Sad. How many times a week do you guys think you're autistic?
Autistic?
Yeah.
A couple.
Yeah, same. Every now
Well,
and
you
again, it's
looked
just
at
like,
me
am
when
I
you
autistic?
asked the question. He's just as autistic as I am, motherfucker.
Every now and again, that thought pops into your brain, like, am I autistic?
Whenever I'm reading a book and I'm like halfway down the page and I'm distracted and I forgot what the top half of the page was,
Yeah.
I feel real autistic.
Well, I keep on looking around like when you go to.
I mean, judging by that, mate.
That is hyper focus. I don't know what's more autistic, the fact that you made it or it took you 3 hours to make it. I don't know which side is the autistic side, but one of the sides autistic.
I was gonna go with either a halo or a bullet hole in the head, but then I was like, we'll go Christmassy.
Christmas, yeah.
Our Lord and Savior Peanut.
Yeah.
But he's also right wing, so George hates
Can you
him.
write go into ChatGPT and get ChatGPT to write a Christmas jingle about Peanut the dead squirrel?
Okay. We'll see what. All right,
Rubber pump pump.
I watched, have you watched Carry On?
No, I'm gonna watch it
No,
tomorrow.
I watched it before I came. It's really good.
Yeah, everyone's been saying. So
It's just
is it
Die
harder than-
Hard. It's just
Yeah.
fucking Die Hard, hey? Like, it's really good.
You know what? I've been on TikTok and everyone's been shitting on Red One, the Dwayne the Rock Johnson,
Yeah.
and what's the
Chris Evans.
Chris Evans, but the
J.K.
other,
Simmons.
yeah, that's one,
Yeah.
J.K. Simmons, and everyone's like, "This has no soul. This is like the worst movie ever." And I watched it. It was
Good?
Die Hard, but like
Christmas.
all Christmas. Like a lot of like the code words are all like Christmas related and all this. But it's not really like a kid's movie, but it was like
Yeah.
really good. It was way better than that fucking Dear Satan. You watched that?
Is that the Jack Black one?
Oh, that is a stinker.
Is that on Netflix?
Yeah, maybe. It's a stinker. And it's like, and it sucks because it's Farrelly Brothers who did
Yeah.
like Dumb and Dumber and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, it's like 4 different movies, it's 4 different movies, trying to be 4 different movies all jam packed into one, and 3 of them are 3 movie shit I want to see. Like there's like a family drama between like the parents getting a divorce,
Yeah.
a dead son, and it's like, I just wanted a dumb Jack Black movie where
Yeah.
he's Satan. Yeah, fucking Hollywood.
Well, wasn't he like good Satan kind of thing? Like,
No,
he
it
doesn't
was
want
like
to torture
it was
people or something?
No, it was a dyslexic kid wrote Dear Satan instead of Dear
right.
Santa.
Okay.
And then hilarity did not ensue.
That's the, that's the only mention of his dyslexia the entire movie as well. Like,
Yeah.
Well, does this,
The rest
does
of it
his
is
dyslexia
fucking-
save the day or something?
Oh, now that would have been a way better ending than the ending. Fuck it. Do you want me to tell you
Spoil
the
it,
end?
yeah.
Fuck, I'm doing you guys a favor. So he's having like an argument with his like 12-year-old girlfriend and the other
Jack Black,
12-year-old.
or-
the other 12-year-old.
He is Satan, so.
Yeah, it was like the least evil thing that he did. But and it was like, oh, I'm only angry because like my brother died, and then that was like one of his Christmas wishes, and then
What, for his brother to die?
no, to come back to life, and then at the end of the movie, his brother's
Brings him
alive.
back.
Satan brings it back,
So is
but
that
didn't bother to tell everyone else.
Yeah.
So like the girlfriend's like, I thought you just told me that your brother was dead.
Yeah. But then are they implying that he was in hell the whole time? Like, was he a war criminal or some shit? Like,
Maybe he was a fucking.
He's the new Jesus
raped
if
and
he came
pillaged while he
back.
was overseas and.
So yeah. So what you're saying? He was. You really put for. This is very left wing. People like talking about the pros of Satan. That's a very left wing thing to be doing. But no, I wouldn't watch that one.
Do you want to hear the Christmas jingle?
Yeah.
It says,
Oh, can you add it to something to do it or not really?
no, not with this one. It just says, in an upbeat, catchy tune, Peanut the squirrel, decked in red, collecting nuts for Christmas ahead. He scampers up a tree with a twinkle in his sight, Peanut spreading cheer on this merry Christmas night.
Fuck. Can you read it again and then we'll get Tommy to put like a little. Do it again. Read it again.
All right.
With more cheer, more Christmas cheer.
Fuck's sake. Peanut the squirrel, decked out in red, collecting nuts for Christmas ahead. He scampers up a tree with a twinkle in his sight. Peanut spreading cheer on this merry Christmas night.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
I thought it was
Happy
going
New
to
Year.
go like, decked in red, took a bullet to the head.
Yeah.
Wow. I like the edit. I like it. New verse ChatGPT.
Darker.
Yeah. What other news was there? I had a couple of news stories.
Did you see the woman in Italy that got trapped in a cave for 4 days?
No.
I thought you'd like this. She got stuck in a cave for 4 days. But the funniest thing about it was that she got stuck in the same cave like a couple years ago for 2 days.
It's starting to sound like she's just getting away from her husband at this stage.
Well, no, maybe she held the record and then someone came along and was like, well, I want to stay in there for 3 days. So she was like, I've got to go back.
Maybe. But she keeps getting stuck in a cave.
Yeah.
And it's the same cave.
The same cave.
Women.
I was going to say Italians, but did you? I sent the story to you today. Did you see? I don't know how true it is, but it was on like Channel 10 News on TikTok about how one of the drug bust officers dressed up as the Grinch
In Peru.
Yeah.
He's putting the handcuffs on and he's got the furry fingers. Like, how
Dude, yeah, what a way to be like hell condescending. It's just like, not only are you the worst drug dealers, we've got time to put on a costume and just stroll in there like.
Imagine if you're on drugs though and the Grinch kicks in the door. That would be a bit full
It's
on.
also the most un-Christmassy thing. Like if Santa came in, like it's a hero, but like that's kind of what the Grinch does. Like he comes and ruins Christmas.
Steals everything, yeah.
He ruined their Christmas.
Yeah. Like the drug dealers should have been.
But was he part of like was it like a Christmas parade? And he was like, oh, I know that house. Like
No, it was like a full operation of like cracking
Operation
down.
Grinch.
Operation Grinch. Oh, fuck, that would be. I wouldn't be able to take it serious. Like you would think you're just being robbed.
Yeah.
He seems so official too because they've got him with the hammer bashing down the door.
Yeah, he was the one that bashed in the door.
Good.
I mean, it's also if someone said that's just a PR stunt, it'd be like, yeah, I can picture. No, the Grinch. That's the one that you say is a P. But like that's you're big into video games. What's the one that they all? There's the commercial and the dude's got like the balaclava with like the skull.
Black Ops.
Black Ops.
Yeah.
Is it that one?
Or yeah, Black Ops.
But it's like the balaclava with the skull. Yeah, it's like that. But they're just all dressed up as mythical creatures in the back of the swag van.
Let's wait for like Easter, see what happens.
What other news story did I have? I had a couple.
I have an update on the monkeys actually that escaped.
Oh, yep.
Yeah.
Turns out the facility they escaped from, not very kind to monkeys.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
it's kind of like, well, all the power to the monkeys. We here at SMOKO Bros stand with you guys.
Yeah.
So, yeah, a lot of dead monkeys have come in and out of that
And this
place.
is the footage they'll use in the next Planet of the Apes movie.
Hey, I want to be on the right side of history. So.
But what was the other story that I had? So there was one I saw. It was The Simpsons. Did I show you that?
Yeah.
Did you see this one? So
Which
it was a joke about it was when they had the pin pals, the bowling episode. There's a joke where Homer builds a trophy shelf and he's never earned a trophy in his life, and he's got an Oscar on the shelf and he's crossed out the dude's name. But when that aired, about a month later, that dude who had the Oscar was like brutally murdered at the front of his house. And then after that, the joke, when people watched it like afterwards, they're watching it in the sense that like Homer murdered this man, or it's true. So they've had to change the name. Like on Disney Plus, they've changed it to like they changed it to another dead dude, which is
Still insinuates it.
yeah.
Well, they predicted a lot of shit, eh? So
Yeah, I mean that's pretty close. That's probably the boldest prediction they had was like, I reckon that dude's going to get murdered in his house.
well, they predicted Trump getting president as well.
Yeah, but like, let's be honest, the writing on the wall was there from
No,
the
well, I
get-go.
mean, it was
You
from
can't have
like an
someone that
earlier
great
season.
not be president.
It was an earlier season.
Yeah,
Like,
no,
when
it was
Lisa,
like
Cut to the
Lisa
Future.
becomes president.
Yeah.
And
It's
Yeah,
like President Trump left a mess or some shit. So
yeah, a mess of the economy, and it was like Milhouse was like the
little
first
cuck
lady,
boy.
the first husband or whatever. But it was there was someone was telling me like if you watch it, because they predicted Trump being president, but they had him going down the escalator, and there's like the side by side where it's like the
and the
exact
sign
same-
falls.
the
And
sign falls like
Yeah.
and like in the episode someone drops a sign, and then in real life, someone drops a sign.
Yeah, but do
And you know who I blame?
Who?
These telepathic fucking autistic
Animators.
That's who they've got fucking right in these Simpsons. They're going into the MK Ultra, and these autistic kids are right in the episode, and they're all fucking in charge by Conan O'Brien.
Charles Manson a part of MK Ultra?
Yeah, maybe.
Apparently, yeah.
And I was listening to a thing about the Unabomber. Apparently, he was involved in that as well.
Yeah, there was. The Unabomber was Statinsky. I want to say Statinsky. He was
Kaczynski, wasn't it?
Kaczynski, yeah. And he was, I want to say MIT. And then they had like a big study, and one of them was acid related. I'm pretty sure. Like this is all just information, but yeah, he was. I don't know if it was MK Ultra, but there was also another one where it was not paperclip. It was one they had brothels. Oh, the CEO. had the brothels.
The Midnight John one.
Yeah.
Yep.
And they were like all these prostitutes.
So
you wouldn't know it was on Joe Rogan. They'll put
Real straight guy stuff.
real. But they'll Project Chaos or something. Oh, that might have been the book that it's based on.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Chaos
sure
the
it was
book.
like Midnight John or something, and
Yeah.
they were basically giving the Johns that were going to this brothel acid without them knowing, and then just watching
Blackmailing
them, and sort of checking
Like
out
to
the
test
effect.
it? So like they didn't know what it did
I think
at that point?
they were just seeing how like coercive they could be once they're under the
That
influence.
just shows like you can just mix a heap of shit together and get drugs, right? Like
Yeah, but like you don't really need drugs to like manipulate people. Like there was a Russian.
you just
they've
got to
already-
huck too. Spit on that.
I was going to say they've already gotten to George.
There was you know the game Werewolf?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
apparently that's a psychology game that a Russian dude invented that just kind of shows
Yeah. How
that
much?
you don't need much force to change the perspective of people. So, do you know the game Werewolf? So it's like you got two werewolves. Oh, they call it something else as well, like assassins or something.
Yeah.
You have two werewolves or two assassins, and you close your eyes, and the two werewolves talk to each other. They decide who they're going to kill, and then everyone opens their eyes, and someone's dead, and they have to kind of guess who the werewolves are. But the werewolves are also like, no, well, George is the one that was.
Yeah.
I reckon George is the one. So it was like
it's sort
the
of like Among
misinformation.
Us, but like without computers.
Yeah.
Yep.
What?
Among Us, the video game.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about just Among Us, and I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
It's a full moon.
But yeah, it was like
Like your hair everywhere.
It was like a children's game, and then but like it's based on like a proper psychology something. Some
Well, they were
nerdy
basically
shit.
the study concluded, and they're saying that like it's extremely rare for the werewolves not to win. Like
Yeah.
they win over 80-90% of the time.
because once there's two villages left, or two villages, that's the end of the game. The werewolves have won because like essentially the villagers are going to say, oh well, you're the werewolf and you're the werewolf.
They got a 50-50 by
Yeah.
that chance of picking the right
See the
person.
trailer for that new Wolfman movie coming out?
Wolfman movie?
Yeah, it looks good, eh?
Yeah.
Just made me think about it. It's like the
Is
same
that
people that did like the
A24?
Invisible Man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
A24?
Yeah.
No, Blumhouse. I think Blumhouse
Something like that,
did
yeah.
Invisible. Yeah. That Invisible Man was really good.
Yeah, I've seen that. It's pretty good.
Which one?
The latest one,
Okay.
With Elizabeth something. The
the
actress.
chick from Mad Men
Yeah, she's
Okay.
the other secretary.
and Handmaid's Tale.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think I've actually seen it. I can't remember it though.
And then isn't like the Shape of Water part of that universe as well?
Oh, fish sticks.
Nah, I don't think so. The
Because they're
building
building
this
this
Del Toro.
universe, right? Like so.
the Guillermo del Toro.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know if that's a. Well, I'm pretty sure it's all Blumhouse.
Yeah.
Blumhouse does all the
Because I know like all those the big ones like the Tom Cruise
That was
Mummy,
not,
like-
that was not great. Man.
trying to build up like a Universal Monsters.
Well, they also
universe.
had the Universal Monsters before
Mm.
they actually started rolling. Like that in the Empire magazine, they had all the. Who was the killer from No Country for Old Men? No Country for with the
Yeah, the kettle prod
The
thing.
kettle prod, yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that Jennifer Lopez's? No. Penelope Cruz's husband?
You want the actor.
Yeah, yeah.
Let me
Claire
look.
Baldot or something?
Yeah.
I just remember his character was called
Havel.
Sugar.
Yeah.
Something, I don't know.
I don't know. We've kind of hit the brakes here. Who's got some stories? Jesus Christ. Oh, and Luigi. You see this?
Oh, yeah. The
Luigi's in the same prison as
Diddy.
Diddy, yeah.
And Diddy's lawyer and Luigi's lawyer are married.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's...
didn't see that coming in.
Yeah. Now who's got the egg is the real question. Is that another thing? Have you not seen this? No. Oh, fuck. I did that like a punchline, like everyone knew the reference.
Didn't we talk about this on the
Yeah.
podcast?
The what?
You got to stick an egg up your bum?
Yeah, that's the only way you get invited to a P. Diddy party is like
Oh.
you got to stick an egg up your ass. And then when they had like the red carpet for these Diddy parties, they're all like,
Yeah, I remember now. Yeah.
That's why you never eat the potato salad at those things.
Why not?
Because they're bum eggs.
Wouldn't you just say egg salad?
Don't you put eggs in potato salad?
Don't you put
What do you
egg
put
in
eggs in?
fucking bacon and eggs?
Oh, all right. Fucking shut me down.
Technically, eggs are in a lot of...
Yeah.
Salad.
That's why you don't
So
eat
you
the
wouldn't really
cake at the fucking technically there's egg.
Can you imagine the eggnog at those Christmas parties? man?
Oh, this looks like a chocolate fondue fountain.
Is eggnog's like... Because I swear I've never had eggnog.
Yeah, I was just going to ask if anyone has.
Yeah,
'cause-
it's,
But then, like, masters of, like, the Choctaw people, like, they're advertised, like, the eggnog's back. It's like, but eggnog's never been a thing in this country, so
No.
who's that even for?
Yeah, because it's summer. Who wants to drink a milky drink in summer?
It's egg
yeah, it's
flavored.
like I think it's just like wheat custard,
Yeah,
and but in the States, I'm pretty sure they put it with
like alcohol.
Yeah.
Baileys or maybe rum.
Rum, I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Rum or brandy, I can't remember.
Yeah, something that doesn't curdle. Yeah.
Nice.
Why would that be the joke? Why would you, it's milk and obviously they don't want it to curdle. It's like this cat doesn't like curdled milk. What a fucking idiot. This has been a very you know why I'm angry? Because I wanted that chip.
I knew I should have made two. I was like, this is going to cause a fight.
I've got a fucking ruler. I do appreciate the gas.
When I saw the shape of that, I'm like, it's going to be a comb.
When you get home, are you going to immediately measure the size of your dick? Or?
You want to do it now? It's the Christmas episode. Nobody else.
All right, so
What, you're not happy with the pudding? How many? Before I go, I want to know everyone's dick size. Just for my own Christmas wish.
no. Yeah, I don't really have a lot of other topics written down.
That's depressing.
Yeah, sorry
It's a
about
podcast about it. Shit that's happening in the world. It's like, yeah, I wasn't paying attention to the world.
that. Well, I brought two to the table.
Yeah.
Yeah, we burned through mine pretty quick as well. So.
What was yours?
I've already forgotten.
Well, I had the Luigi.
The monkeys and the woman stuck in a cave.
But I also had another story. I had the Simpsons, Charlotte Hornets. Oh, you sent me something about hot dogs.
Yeah, having human DNA in them.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Really?
But doesn't most things have human DNA? Like the similarities between... Like, I remember Cam McLaren had a joke about that. We've got so much DNA in common with bananas.
Yeah. Yeah, they're chromosomes, actually, I'm pretty sure. With
And then, I'm going to burn it. I won't burn it.
no, but they found that even the vegetarian, vegan hot dogs had meat in them. They did like DNA testing, and they found even their vegan and vegetarian products.
Well, that's like that whole argument about like margarine is like 2 molecules away from being like plastic, but then like everything is a molecule away from being anything kind of thing. So,
Yeah, you can tell we're not scientists.
Nah. Well, I know like Subway, like their meat isn't full meat, right?
Well, their bread is technically cake.
Yeah, don't they have like...
Did you not see that study in America? No. Like the amount of sugar that's in Subway bread,
It's
like
not
technically makes it cake.
Yeah, in every other country, it's technically cake.
Yeah.
And they also use an additive that yoga mats use to keep them spongy. They use the same additive in there. Allegedly. Sorry, don't sue me.
But there was also the tuna. Oh yeah, Ray Gun. Did we talk
The
about
musical?
Did we talk about that last week?
No,
Oh, Are you saying what's happening?
I've seen it, yeah.
Well, fill me in, because I know
so-
that there was going to be a musical about it.
Yeah, but it was all about, and I kind of want to do a joke about it because I kind of think that Ray Gun, she is technically Luigi.
Our Luigi.
Luigi, the Mangione,
Yeah.
that's it. And because like her suing Steph Broadbridge is kind of like universally brought us all together. And it's like that person is a cunt. Where Luigi brought everyone, like even Fox News was kind of like he shouldn't have done that. That's what bad people do, and all the Fox viewers were like, no, that's kind of what we were all about. It was like it didn't matter which side of the. It was like that was like the perfect thing to bring them all together.
She'd already brought everyone together, and she could have been in on that.
She
as well.
could have been the best thing ever.
Yeah.
She got 0 at the Olympics. You know what that means? She got the exact same score that I got at the Olympics. Like that is the most. Forget Kathy Freeman. She's united this country. We are all technically Olympians.
Yeah, well, it was either she sued them or like it had come out like, hey, I'm releasing ray gun coin, like, and then just pump and dump it.
Dude, that might be the only thing that succeeds in her whole thing. I'd buy it because it was like something. This chick can't be 3-0. She needs to win.
Well, didn't like,
And if her husband was the one in control,
Doesn't the Olympics take an outbreak dancing now after that as well?
Yeah.
probably. Yeah.
Yeah, she fucked it for all of us.
Yeah.
Oh, but Jesus Christ! But like the other angle was like she is suing for the silhouette because she's trademarked the
For
kangaroo.
the kangaroo, yeah.
And I think like,
So you can get sued if you do that dance?
well, because that was what the poster was.
Ah, yep.
So it was like, and it was, she had the argument of, and this is the worst part about the whole musical part, is that every time something happens, Ray Gun fucking releases a 5-minute video, cringy of how it's not her fault, and it's like, sure, they were my lawyers, and sure, it was my name, and I paid my lawyers to say, shut down this fucking musical, but it's not my fault. But, so it's not sued, but she sent a cease and desist letter to say stop using that. She sent the $10,000 to the comedy venue after they offered her like $500 from like the charity show that was going to test screen it. And then, but like her PR team's like trying to salvage her career, and it's like, nah, like you're the villain. Lean into the villain. Like if there's someone that has like an epileptic fit that does like that kangaroo pose, sue them. Like people with spina bifida, sue them. Like just sue all, like fuck. And this is the thing. This is how you know like how bad she was. Like Thanos was the worst villain in all of Marvel comics, but most people like he kind of had a point.
Yeah.
And Ray Gun's like, nah, fuck that. Stop being a fucking bitch about it. Would you fuck her?
Ray Gun?
Yeah.
Probably not.
No?
No, not
That's
with
where
those
you draw the line?
I draw the line at
You
Ray
drop
Gun.
that bitch at Hillary?
Yeah. You're referring to an episode we deleted.
Did we?
Yeah, that's the first one.
You want to tell that story?
No.
Did we delete that?
Yep.
It's still there, right? We just
No,
haven't
we
released
deleted it.
Oh. Well, there we go.
I had to pay off my legal team for that one.
Well, we didn't really talk about much Christmas stuff. Do you want to end the episode by reading the Christmas song one more time?
George, you want to do it this time?
Yeah, go on.
All right, guys. This has been... no, we still got one more episode before the end of the year, don't we?
Yeah.
30th, yeah.
Yeah. Well, there we
The
go.
New Year's episode. What did we
Yeah,
do for that?
It's on the 30th, that is.
All right. But hold on. You got to give Tommy a little bit of... some like intro music.
Peanut the squirrel, decked out in red, collecting nuts for Christmas, ahead. He's scampering up trees with a twinkle in sight, Peanut spreading cheer on this Merry Christmas night.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry
We're
Christmas.
SMOKO
Merry
Bros.
Christmas.
We'll see you all next week.
See you.
Bye.
Bye. Hey guys, you still here? Well, make sure to like and subscribe the podcast and tell all your friends. Bye.